my favorite things to do, and I don't know why, because I'm just a nerd like that, is to point out the logical inaccuracies in people's arguments. And one of the most common ways you see this is through what we call the logical fallacy. Logical fallacies, there are many of them, and if you know what they are, you know how to spot them, you'll start noticing how often people use these in everyday conversation, and maybe even how often you yourself use them. And I'm going to give you a list of them over the next couple of days. So let's start with the first one, was the ad hominem logical fallacy. What this actually means is, translated, it means to the person. That means if somebody says or does something, instead of addressing the point that they actually made, you go after the person individually, you go after the person personally rather than going after the subject. And this is a tool for invalidating anything that is brought to you. So if I say something about some mistake that you made, instead of actually addressing the mistake, you start attacking me personally as a way, again, of attacking the source rather than addressing the actual issue at hand. Now, the reason why the ad hominem is so tricky and so useful when people actually use it is because it's an easy trick, because most people will fall for it. So if I call you out on something you were supposed to do that you didn't do, and instead of addressing what you didn't do, you start attacking me personally, what am I going to respond to? I'm probably going to respond to the fact that you attacked me personally, and now we're arguing about that instead of actually addressing the point. And most people fall for this so easily. That's why the ad hominem gets used so often. So when somebody tries to use it against you, point out what they did and bring the conversation right back to the actual point that they should be addressing. Work on your game.